Hi, welcome back. My name is Srikant. This session is a continuation to the previous session, the part two. In this two-part series, we are looking at mixed modeling scenarios in Datasphere. In part one, we looked at consuming HANA Cloud objects in Datasphere. And today's session is part two, and we're going to look at consuming Datasphere objects in native HANA Cloud system. For that, we'll have to set up some prerequisites or configurations. So we're going to need Business Application Studio, and Business Application Studio are going to have the UPS attached to MTA file so that it will know the source Datasphere space. And also we're going to need HDB grants file that is to be created in Business Application Studio project. This grants file is important. It is going to use the UPS, the user provided service, to connect to the Datasphere space and grant access on the space to the HANA Cloud HDI container objects. Once we have the HDB grants file configured in BAS MTA project or DB project, and that's when we create synonyms to access the target tables in Datasphere space. And those tables are local now as part of synonyms, and these synonyms can be used as the sources for your calculation views in native HANA Cloud developments. Let's put all these two things together and we go to the system and understand this scenario. So we're going to access Business Application Studio first, and then show you where the UPS is attached or associated. So I'm going to access BAS. In the YAML file, I've created a resource to use the UPS DSP HANA user provider service. This service has been created in BTP. If you look at the instance on subscriptions in my sub account, you can see this instance has been created inside the space of my Cloud Foundry organization. And this service is being associated in my MTA file as a resource. And then I'm going to need HDB grants file. That's going to be part of my config file structure. And here I'm going to open with text file. And this contains user provider service. Using user provider service, I'm going to grant the access on container to the, grant the access on DSP space to the container. Once this project is being deployed or DB module is being deployed and the access provisioning is completed, now we can go and start creating a synonym. That's what I created here in the synonyms folder. And in the synonym, I can use a target object in Datasphere, which is a graphical view, and deploy this object. As soon as this deployment is completed, you can see the schema name is IT Central. That's my DSV or Datasphere schema. And then object name is fact_sales. I gave a synonym name. After deployment, I can check this synonyms data by running a simple select using the DB Explorer screen. And this works fine. So which means I've got access to a graphical view that is created in Datasphere. And then now I go to, then I can go back to my Business Application Studio and start creating calculation views. And in that particular calculation view, I can use the fact_sales synonym as a local object and then enhance my calculation view with more capabilities inside HANA Cloud or using Business Application Studio. So with that, we were able to consume Datasphere space objects, could it be local table or graphical views, inside native HANA Cloud using UPS and HDB grants files through a synonym creation process. With that, I can conclude the mixed modeling scenarios in Datasphere and HANA Cloud successfully configured. That's all for this session. And for the detailed training, please reach me out at surampallis@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye for now.